What are your thoughts on Europe now? And I'm not talking about it as a holiday destination. I'm talking about it politically. It's one of those things you might just take for granted these days. We've been part of Europe for decades now. We've got used to its influence over us, I suppose. But should we? Only a few days ago, the Wrekin MP Mark Pritchard was calling for a referendum on this very issue. Today, a campaign bus carrying that message will be in Ludlow, trying to get you to join the debate. It's the battleground of West Midlands MEP Nikki Sinclaire, who's on the line to us right now. Nikki Sinclaire, good morning.
Good morning.
What's the point of the bus today, then?
Well, the point of the bus is a twofold thing. It's A, as a mobile surgery, because I cover the whole of the West Midlands region, which is 5,000 square miles. So it's to meet the constituents, and the other element of it is to ask people to sign a petition. We delivered 100,000 signatures at Downing Street 2 weeks ago, and we're trying to force a debate in the House of Parliament with that petition. But what we're doing now is collecting more signatures and going there on a regular basis to keep the pressure on Cameron, because I think that your listeners, as you said, we've been in the European Union now for almost 40 years, and I think people are sick and tired of the arguments about Europe, and I think we have the PM calling for some even closer union among the Eurozone. We need to decide where our future lies. Is it in the European Union, or is it, as I believe, that we should leave the European Union and be an independent nation once more?
You are one of several Euro MPs for the West Midlands, and you said you're using it as a mobile surgery.
Mm-hmm.
You're in Brussels. You're not going to be in Ludlow today.
No. Unfortunately, I've been called to Brussels. I was in Ludlow with the surgery, I think when it was last there in June, but my experienced team will be there, and anyone that actually wants to meet me personally, we will make an appointment for me to meet with them. It's unfortunate, but something came up in Brussels today which needed my attention, so that's why I'm here.
Do you feel that your campaign's gathered a bit of momentum recently?
It has, and I pay tribute just to the ordinary people. I commissioned an opinion poll last month that showed that 60% of people wanted a referendum, and 52% would actually vote to leave. And for Mr Cameron, it makes even more uncomfortable reading, because under that 74% of Conservative voters want a referendum, and 66% of Conservative voters would vote to leave. It's about time. He needs to grasp this nettle, because this is one of the things that destroyed the last Conservative government. He needs to grasp the nettle. And as I say, I think people are sick and tired of this debate. I think what we need is a full and frank debate about this. Put the arguments to one side about, with this and that, whatever. Look at the absolute facts, make a decision, and let's hope that our politicians are brave enough to take that decision, whatever it is, and move forward.
Wanting and getting are two different things. Do you seriously think that a referendum is likely or even possible?
I think it's possible. The Article 50 of the Lisbon Treaty, which we're now subject to, actually puts in a mechanism to leave the European Union. So to those who say it's impossible, it's wrong. And when the Lisbon Treaty was going through, that was one of the advantages we were told of the Lisbon Treaty. It actually puts in a mechanism for us to leave the European Union. So Article 50 makes it possible for us to leave the European Union. It's the political will. And, I can't remember the last poll that showed that, in the poll that I did, which was a YouGov poll, it was a scientific poll, only 30% of people wanted to remain in the European Union. I can't remember. I think it's been more than 16, 17 years since you had a majority of people that actually wanted to stay in the European Union. And, what are we, a democracy? Do we want our politicians to listen to us or ignore us?
All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much indeed. West Midlands MEP Nikki Sinclaire.